Hello everybody, David Shuster here. For the first time in 17 years, there is a new Senate Republican leader, and on the very day he won a secret Senate Republican ballot, South Dakota's John Thune got hit with a jarring Trump loyalty test. It was the political version of "Welcome to the NFL." More on that in just a moment. First, here's Thune minutes after being elected as the next Senate conference leader.
We have a mandate from the American people. A mandate not only to clean up the mess left by the Biden-Harris-Schumer agenda, but also to deliver on President Trump's priorities.
Thune was elected to the U.S. Senate 20 years ago after previously serving in the House. Thune has long been considered an establishment favorite to replace Mitch McConnell as GOP Senate conference leader. But Thune faced competition from Senators John Cornyn, Republican of Texas, a former GOP whip himself, and Florida Senator Rick Scott, a former Senate campaign arm chief with deeper ties to the conservative wing of the conference, including Donald Trump's MAGA world.
But there was, of course, Rick Scott, someone who has a little more support from Trump world, who we saw Elon Musk tweet out as his particular choice. But we've now seen the senators respond. I mean, in the very first round, Rick Scott got the fewest number of votes, and then John Thune and John Cornyn went head to head, and Thune just emerged slightly victorious, that from 29 to 24 votes. And of course, I think this is going to set the Senate on a path where it will continue to be a check and a balance to the White House. Certainly a lot of senators, they're very motivated by Trump's resounding win. They do see that as a mandate, but by picking Thune, someone who has been in leadership before, who's considered perhaps a little more of a Main Street, mainline Republican, they have certainly set themselves on a direction where they're not just going to be taking everything that Trump says and doing it immediately. There is probably going to be a bit more of a check and balance here.
Settling on Thune as that check and balance, according to Politico, took the Senate GOP conference about 4 hours. Thune, who is 63 years old, has long had a complicated relationship with President-elect Trump. Thune called for Trump to drop out of the 2016 race in the wake of the infamous Access Hollywood scandal when Trump bragged about grabbing women by the... Thune later said he still planned to vote for Donald Trump. And Thune condemned Trump's actions surrounding the January 6, 2021 Capitol riot as indefensible. Trump did not forget the slight, calling for South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem to mount a primary challenge against Thune in 2022, although Noem declined. Thune overwhelmingly won the Senate primary that year and cruised to victory in the general election. Then in May of 2023, Thune endorsed not Donald Trump, but Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina in the Republican presidential primary. But as it became clear that Trump would capture the GOP nomination for a third straight time, Thune sought to mend relations with the former president. And over the past 6 months, Thune says he has met and spoken with Donald Trump several times. However, Trump delivered his own sort of brutal message to Thune soon after Thune's conference election, because Trump nominated Florida House Republican Matt Gaetz as Attorney General, sparking immediate condemnation from several Senate Republicans that Thune will be essentially responsible for guiding. And the selection of Gaetz, who had been under House investigation for allegedly having sex with an underage girl, came the day after Donald Trump nominated Fox News host Pete Hegseth as Secretary of Defense. Hegseth has no military management and experience, and a few Senate Republicans called that nomination not serious. But Trump analysts say the back-to-back controversial nominations, which currently do not seem to have the Republican votes to clear the Senate chamber, are a test for Thune. If Thune tamps down the Senate GOP criticism and he helps Donald Trump find the votes to confirm Gaetz and Hegseth, Trump will undoubtedly see this as proof that Thune is loyal to the Trump White House and may bend to Thune on Trump policy issues and legislation. However, if Senator Thune cannot quell the GOP Senate rebellion against the nominations, Thune will be persona non grata at the Trump White House and could face the wrath of Trump on all kinds of issues, policies, and procedures. One analyst described it as having brakes on a car. You can't slam them down all the time without causing damage to the brakes and everybody inside the vehicle. On the other hand, failure to slow down or guide Trump in a different direction could allow the out-of-control driving to slam into a ditch and hurt everybody. By all accounts, John Thune's political skills and balancing act talents are already being challenged. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer issued a statement on the Senate floor congratulating Thune. Schumer offered Thune his congratulations by saying, "I look forward to working with him. We've done many bipartisan things here in the Senate together, and I hope that continues." One thorny issue for Thune and Democrats, and it's already giving some Democrats and Schumer some hope, and that is that the new Senate Republican majority promises to leave the filibuster in place. Retaining the 60-vote threshold to pass most legislation, even if it stands in the way of the agenda that Trump hopes to pass, well, that would be a big deal. Thune was asked directly this week if the filibuster would remain unchanged on his watch. He clearly and unequivocally responded with a yes. President Trump, in his first term, asked Republicans to dump the Senate filibuster, and according to multiple reports, Trump was again urging Senate Republicans to drop it, so that Trump's aggressive agenda can get through much easier. But Senate Republicans seem united in standing firm against Donald Trump on that. And to be clear, some of the GOP's biggest priorities are already exempt from the 60-vote filibuster rule, and that includes confirming judges and cabinet nominees, which require simple majorities. Other priorities of cutting taxes and modifying spending laws can be achieved through the 51-vote budget reconciliation process. Still, Senator John Thune is taking a leadership position that will put him, in terms of GOP politics, between a rock and a hard place. And even on the day when Thune, in normal times, might have expected to see his leadership news be the top story in U.S. politics, Donald Trump eclipsed it with a shocking and controversial cabinet nomination. There was every indication that Trump's move and timing were by design as a sort of FU to John Thune and other Senate Republicans. And now the question is, how is Thune going to respond, and how will the GOP Senate respond? Because that will speak volumes about whether Republicans are really as united as John Thune insists. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.